Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guest. 1 year ago, no, 2 years ago now, I was asked to be the person that interviewed the guest speaker from Japan. Yoshida Hori was considered one of the top entrepreneurs in Japan. After he graduated from Harvard and went back to Japan, he set a goal to be the create the number one business school in Japan. He also set a goal to have a very large venture capital company. Now the interesting thing about that is, as he said, we're training people to have their master's degrees in business administration, no undergrads, only in the master's degree. That allowed us to talk to people who needed the venture capital. So we had both going. As of right now, he has the number one business school in Japan. And his goal is to have the number one business school in all of Asia. Wow, what an opportunity to interview somebody as prestigious as this. I looked at all the videos on YouTube where he'd been interviewed, and I took questions that people had asked him, and I go, okay, there's one he can answer. And I looked at his blog. And it was when I looked at his blog I came across something interesting. So I said to him, just last week you were down in Kagoshima. Also this guy, yes. I said, you were releasing turtles into the ocean. And you said to the people there, what happens to the turtles? The little baby turtles. Some survive and some don't. They have to learn to overcome adversity if they're going to survive in the world. He said it was at that point I went, aha, I have 5 boys. When they're about 15 or 16, I'm going to plunk them down in different places around the world and see how they survive. I then said to him, I said, is that why you were visiting Shawnigan Lake School yesterday? He said, yes. Since then, his son has attended 1 year at Shawnigan Lake. But the story gets even better. He said, we used to think that to be a success in life, you had to have a high IQ. And yes, that would help you be successful. Now, how many have heard of EQ? Right, that's the big buzzword now, or it has been for a while, is emotional quotient. And if you remember the research on that, it said the people that were able to delay the gratification were the ones that turned out to have more success. He said all of those are good, but the key nowadays is your adversity quotient. Your ability to overcome adversity. Let's go back for a second to the IQ. The IQ tends to reward the people who maybe are naturally very good. And that speaks to Carol Dweck's book, The Mindset. In The Mindset, she talks about the be good mindset and the get better mindset. The be good mindset is in university. You've seen them in university. The professors may be going off track a little bit. The be good mindset puts their hand up. What's the question? You're allowed to participate here.
Pardon?
Is that going to be on the exam?
All right.
It's okay. But the be good mindset is always protecting their be good status. The get better mindset is challenging themselves and improving their adversity quotient. Now in the adversity book, At Work, brilliant book, he said there are 3 kinds of people in our society. Climbers, campers, and quitters. Now people that come to Toastmasters are certainly not in the bottom category of the quitters because they've come here to get better and improve. But we have quite a few people in Toastmasters who have slipped themselves into the camper category. And I love the story he talks about in the campers. Campers are the ones who get to the campground, like the soup potholes. They look around, okay, where's the, all right, there's some wood there. Well, we'll buy that. We'll put the wood in the fire. They may get as far as the information booth to find out what else is around, but not likely. They'll just set up their Winnebago. Maybe they'll hook up to their satellite TV, and that's their camp. But the climber gets in there and goes, wow, what else is around here? Let's see if I can explore and find new things in new ways. The key is be a climber. Now, when you're a climber, you're going to fall down. I heard a speaker on the weekend, brilliant speaker. He climbed Mount Everest 3 times, only made it once. You want to know about getting adversity quotient points? He started by saying, okay, I've read all those National Geographics. It was funny. The funny part of the story was his mother said, well, what would you like to be when you grow up? I'd like to be a hockey player. Oh, no, that's too dangerous. And so she gave him all these National Geographic magazines. So a little later, she said, well, what do you want to be? Oh, I want to climb Mount Everest. Oh, maybe we'll get you back in hockey. But his was a story over and over of how you overcome adversity. Unbelievable story. Jamie Clark. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, Jamie Craig, I'm pretty sure. From Calgary?
Yeah. Jamie Clark.
Jamie Clark, yeah.
I went to school with him.
He certainly knows how to overcome adversity.
Yeah.
And a brilliant speaker as he paraded around and got everybody inspired. I put to Toastmasters that you need to be thinking about being a climber. And that means you jump the sigmoid curve and keep soaring to new heights. We can all do it, but it takes a little inner motivation. Just like Derek decided he was going to take improv to get better. Everybody in here has the chance, and Toastmasters offers you the most incredible opportunity to be a climber and to pick up your AQ points. Mr. Toastmaster.